provided by...
Are you one of the millions of Americans who experience occasional bloating, gas, or abdominal discomfort? Taking Align can help. Align contains a quality probiotic to naturally help soothe digestive upsets 24/7. Try Align, the pros in digestive health. And join the Align Healthy Gut Team-Up and learn what millions of Align users already know. How great a healthy gut can feel. Sign up at AlignProbiotics.com. Also try Align Dual Biotic Gummies to help support digestive health.
You know, there's a famous saying that if you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life.
That is very true, and that was certainly true for the incomparable Betty White. Listen to what she once told us about constantly acting and rarely taking vacations.
Well, I go up to Carmel for 3 days and enjoy the scenery, and then I'm ready to come back to work. I'm afraid I'm my father's daughter. They used to call him the hummingbird. He never stopped, and I'm afraid it's in the genes.
And we are all grateful for that.
And grateful for the decades of laughter that she gave us. Rest well, Betty. You will be missed. Good night, everybody.
Live from KSAT 12, the news at 5 starts right now.
First at 5, TikTok. In 7 hours, we're going to bid farewell to 2021 and say hello to 2022. And as San Antonio ends the year in the grip of the Omicron variant, it's not expected to stop thousands of people from coming downtown to celebrate the new year. We know that at least 733 COVID-19 cases were reported just yesterday. And as Jesse Degollado explains, it's the exact reason why local leaders want you to mask up.
Almost everything's ready to go for tonight's big celebration, when once again fireworks will light up the downtown sky and thousands will celebrate the new year, unlike last year when the city canceled the in-person event because of COVID-19. But now with Omicron?
It is spreading, and it's spreading fast, and I think it'll probably get a lot worse before it gets better.
A super spreader can happen in your living room if you don't take your own precautions.
As for tonight's large outdoor gathering, the city's New Year's celebration is still on. Even though 8 out of 10 people in San Antonio are vaccinated, and Mayor Ron Nirenberg says people know the drill, mask up and keep a safe distance from others, the chief medical officer for University Health says local hospitals have seen a nearly 78% increase in cases because of Omicron.
Even if they're relatively mild clinically, are exacerbating the staffing challenges that hospitals face.
Our nurses are having to work overtime and take care of each other, and they're also getting sick.
As the hyper demand for testing continues, the mayor says the city's free sites have plenty of capacity. They use PCR tests with results in a few days. They say the shortage we're seeing is for rapid tests.
President Biden has said we're going to get 500 million test kits. He really needs to move a heck of a lot faster.
We're working to get more rapid tests in the San Antonio community as quickly as possible.
Until then, it's almost party time, and they're reminding everyone to mask up.
Be a good citizen and make sure that it's not just about you, it's about everybody.
Jesse Degollado, KSAT 12 News.
Okay, so now if you're heading downtown tonight, you heard officials say this. They don't want you to forget your mask, and they also want you to keep a safe distance from others. John Paul Barajas joins us now live from downtown, where people are getting ready for tonight's fireworks display. And John Paul, I can't really see beyond you too much. Are there people there downtown already?
Well, it's not a large gathering here just yet, but we're off Cesar Chavez and South Alamo Street for the Celebrate SA New Year's Eve event. And the few people that are here so far say they're excited because last year this event was canceled. And although cases are adding up right now, this year's event is in full swing. And everybody who's here says they think it's up to everyone's own risk to celebrate and celebrate safely. Here's what one guy had to say.
It's just kind of up to the people. Everything's a choice. If that's what they choose to do, it's on them. It's not somebody else to choose that for them. But there are risks. So later on, I'm going to be in Six Flags, riding some stuff. But if I was here, I wouldn't have a problem being here.
And doctors say if you do find yourself celebrating in a large crowd and if you come down here and the crowd starts to pile in, to make sure to bring your mask, but one of the better ones like an N95 or a KN95. And of course, if you're home or have any symptoms, stay at home. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Thanks, John Paul. You know, so maybe downtown isn't your place, but you're still going to a party tonight. If you do, please make sure that you have a sober ride, because the thing is, you can't use AAA Texas's Tipsy Toast service. The company isn't offering it this year because of the rapidly spreading Omicron variant. An argument over dogs is apparently what led to a man's death. The victim in this case is Valentin Gonzalez IV, and the alleged shooter is 18-year-old Jordan Eaton. Gonzalez's wife told investigators that Eaton approached her and her husband at the apartment complex on Wurzbach Road about the way that they treat their dogs. She says they started arguing and that Eaton pulled out his gun and fired towards her. There was some sort of a struggle between the two men, and that's when she says that her husband was shot in the stomach. And now Eaton is facing murder and aggravated assault charges. In other news now, local companies are stepping up efforts to find 3-year-old Lena Keel. It is day 12 since her disappearance, and as police continue to search for her, a banner-making company that donated 100 banners with Lena's face on them is planning to do more. Marco Garcia, our owner of the Creative Mango, says that he just got a donation, so he's using that money to make more banners. Now, if you want one, you can go pick them up. They are free. You can just go to this location. The address is 1203 Buena Vista, Suite 101. It's right there at the bottom of your screen. You can also read more about the story on KSAT.com or find the Creative Mango's business page on Facebook. So as local COVID cases increase, in-person jury trials in Bexar County are now on the back burner. Administrative Judge Ron Rangel is telling KSAT today that, quote, after consulting with public health officials and out of concern for the health and safety of all who enter Bexar County courthouses, I've decided to suspend all in-person jury trials for the first 2 weeks of January. And you look at that, but, we're really not alone, because national health officials are telling people to mask up, get vaccinated, and avoid big crowds. One of the biggest struggles that we're seeing in many states is actually going out to get people tested. With more kids testing positive, ABC News is reporting that the FDA may likely approve boosters for kids 12 to 15 years old.
Children, even though they tend to have a more mild case from coronavirus, they can still absolutely get a severe illness, get hospitalized or worse.
Now, COVID cases also impacting the new year in terms of travel. Today alone, more than 1,000 flights were canceled. And the reason is really a mix of bad weather and staffing shortages. About 8.5 million people are expected to pass through U.S. airports through January 3rd.
Things are likely to get worse before they get better.
Unfortunately, we have experienced hundreds of flight cancellations over the past few days, which has created excessive wait times in upwards of 10 to 20 hours.
So the thing is, the cruise line industry is also dealing with its own issues, with more than 80 outbreaks linked to cruise ships. The CDC is asking everyone to just avoid them, whether they're vaccinated or not.
And check this out, a record tying day today. 83 degrees was our high temperature, and that ties the record for the day today. It's unofficial as of now, but that's the latest information. And earlier this morning, we started the day at 64. Obviously, both morning and afternoon temperatures well above average. Right now, we're in the 80s in most of our area. 86 Stinson, 82 Hondo, New Braunfels, Seguin, 83. You get up into the hill country, mid to upper 70s, still well above average. Look at Pleasanton, 87 degrees. So let's take you through this evening. 8 o'clock, right near 70, warm, muggy, just partly cloudy skies. It shouldn't inhibit the fireworks display downtown tonight. They'll be okay. A little bit of patchy fog developing later tonight. We're talking after midnight. There could be some patchy fog. By the way, ringing in the new year, 67 degrees and humid. So this is one where you can have shorts and short sleeves and be just okay outside. Get ready for a huge temperature drop in a short period of time. I'll tell you about it in just a sec, Seth.
Yeah, we're getting ready. I'm watching that 82-degree mark, though. All right. Now, sad news today for Betty White fans. The longtime comedic actress has died at the age of 99. The 5-time Emmy Award winner had a really long career in Hollywood with roles in the Mary Tyler Moore Show, The Golden Girls, of course, and Hot in Cleveland. And she would have celebrated her 100th birthday on January 17th. So the new year is going to bring a new season of our streaming show, KSAT Explains. And this is a show that takes a big topic on the news and then goes in depth to give it more context from several different angles. But you know, once in a while, they step away from the headlines to explain something out of the ordinary. And that's what we're doing today. Our Myra Arthur breaks down KSAT Explains San Antonio taco culture. Watch this.
You know the classics.
I think it's part of our culture now, like the bean and the cheese is a mixture really good.
We actually do hold the trademark for the puffy taco, a cloud of crunchy heavenness.
But do you know the history of the taco?
We can look into the most ancient sources of story for clues about where the taco emerged. And it really is something that emerges in the earliest evidence of the indigenous peoples, and particularly around the cultivation of domestic corn.
That's somewhere around 10,000 BC. John Philip Santos is a professor of Mestizo Cultural Studies at UTSA. Mestizo describes a culture that's been mixed or overlaid one upon the other. And that, he says, is the nature of the taco.
The great divide that emerges through the centuries between the corn tortilla and the flour tortilla is itself a testimony to the mixed nature of this story, because the flour tortilla comes out as a result of the cultivation of wheat, which is brought from Northern Europe.
For a while, some types of tacos were only served in certain regions of Texas or Mexico, but that's not the case today. Thanks to migration and social media trends, the world has gotten smaller, and that's reflected in the expanding offerings on our local taco scene.
One of the trends newer to San Antonio? Birria. It's traditionally made with either goat or lamb, but beef birria is the most popular in the States.
San Antonio is adapting to the new culture and the new, the innovation of the original taco.
And some of that innovation can be seen in cuisines where you would never expect to find a taco. Ever heard of Korean street tacos?
And then when they taste the meat, they're like, man, that meat's so good, it's so tender. Then that opens them up to our other dishes. So it's kind of like I would say the taco is the gateway to other items in our menu.
So many people are migrating to San Antonio, and we all have some great things to share. And, I think that's the best way to do it is through food and obviously tacos.
To check out this or any episode of KSAT Explains on demand, go to ksat.com/explains or scan the QR code you see on your screen. Look for brand new episodes after the new year.
Oh, they're all delicious. Now we're hungry. All right. Now, still ahead at 5. All right, I'm going to ask you a question, and you have to be honest. You Googled your name before, right? Yeah, I know you have. I have too. Have you ever been surprised by what comes up? Yeah, some of that information may be a little too personal. So we're going to explain how you can remove it from the internet. That's up next.
This SA Salute holiday greeting is brought to you by Pam Hospitals.
Hi, my name is Kristen Meyer.
Hi, I'm Leslie Rodriguez, and on behalf of Pam Health,
we would like to wish our military, veterans, first responders a very happy holidays.
Tonight at 6.
I will make her proud until I see her again.
A mother shares her passionate mission to raise awareness about drunk driving. This after the loss of her daughter, who was a victim in a drunk driving crash that happened months ago. How she's spreading her awareness simply by driving from point A to point B on the roadways. That's coming up on KSAT 12 News at 6.
And now at 5, it's really not a good feeling when you Google yourself and a bunch of personal information pops up, right? It's just information that you don't want out there. So how could you remove it? Well, 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz explains how to guard your identity.
Wow. This is unreal. How do they know all this stuff?
Constantino Sophos is shocked after finding out how much of his personal information is available online.
It's a little scary and just unnerving to know that my whole life history is online.
Sofo says he didn't intentionally upload any of that information. So how did it get there? Sites like Ben Verified, Fast People Search and People Finders are part of the vast data broker industry that collects information about people or companies and then sells it for things like advertising.
A lot of people don't even realize that there's tons of information about them online.
Consumer Reports' Yale Grauer investigates online data collection and privacy.
Like, these companies don't tell you they're putting up your information.
And that has the potential to be risky, giving employers, online stalkers, or even identity thieves access to your personal information without you ever knowing it. Things like your current and former addresses, phone number, and email, and also the names of your relatives, even arrest records. So how can you regain control of your information? Start by checking out some well-known data broker sites. Some may require a copy of your license or ID to delete your data. Before sending it, cross out any excess info that might be on there, like your license number or social security number. If you'd rather let someone else do the work, sites like Delete Me, Canary, or OneRep charge about $100 a year to remove your info from a number of sites. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
To pay, but information that you don't want out there. All right, let's take a live look outside right now. Perfect time of day, right? When everything's starting to calm down, people are getting ready for the parties tonight. 81 degrees, and we better enjoy this warmth because you're telling us, Adam, it's going to get chilly.
And we're talking a big time temperature drop in a short period of time here on the way. So get ready for it. You know, things are starting to get ready. You know, folks are getting ready for those parties this evening. It'll be just fine. And even shortly after midnight, you know, tonight it's going to be fine. We'll just have some areas of fog. It's tomorrow night when the big changes happen. So warm and humid tonight and even to start tomorrow. Record warmth again tomorrow afternoon. And this is not a typo at the bottom. A 50 degree temperature drop in about 12 hours with this cold front. All right, I'm going to break it down for you in terms of temperatures, what they're going to do and when, dew points, how they change, and of course, the wind, which will be gusty with this strong front. 87 now in Pleasanton, Cotulla, 91, 82 in Hondo, 80 Del Rio, and in the low to mid 70s in the hill country. So very spring-like out there today, obviously unseasonably warm. And we did unofficially so far tie a record high temperature in San Antonio of 83 degrees. You want to see the cold front? Here it is. It's moving through southern Kansas right now. Ahead of the front, temperatures 50s to near 60. Right behind that front, we've got temperatures immediately in the 20s. In the core of the cold air, temperatures obviously below zero. This cold front gets here around 11 p.m. tomorrow night. So temperatures tomorrow, let me walk you through it. 7 in the morning, first thing, early risers, will be in the 60s. Mid 60s locally, closer to 60 degrees west of I-35. By the afternoon, we do this all over again, just like today. Mid 80s for a good portion of our area, upper 70s in the hill country, so 79 Kerrville, 78 Fredericksburg, but 91 again in Cotulla, Carrizo Springs 89, and 88 the high temperature tomorrow in Pleasanton. Now here's when the big drop happens. Okay, 5 p.m. tomorrow, 83 degrees. By 5 a.m. on Sunday, we're talking 32 degrees. So we're looking at about a 50 degree temperature drop within about a 12-hour window. That's pretty significant. So going to bed even Saturday evening, not necessarily cold out there, but waking up on Sunday, that should be our first official freeze here in San Antonio. And by Monday morning, we're talking 20s, widespread 20s, a good portion of our area having a hard freeze Monday morning. So keep in mind the plants and of course the pets. Pipes should be okay in this situation. Let's talk wind. Not too bad right now. It's out of the south. You noticed it a bit, and it's going to be shifting tomorrow because of the dry line moving through. So it's going to be a bit breezy. A west wind at 10 to 20 throughout the day tomorrow. Then the cold front hits tomorrow night, and we're expecting wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. And that's going to last all the way through Sunday morning. So early risers on Sunday, not just cold, but windy, making it feel like it's about 20 degrees. Still muggy tonight through the first part of tomorrow. Through about noon tomorrow, you'll notice the humidity. Then the humidity's gone, and you're not even going to think of the word humidity for the foreseeable future thereafter behind this and another cold front on its heels. All the moisture with this activity is off to the north of us, West Texas, North Texas. I wish I could tell you we're going to get it, but we're not. It's going to stay to the north. We could use it. We've got the drought, but we're going to stay dry here. So sunny and warm tomorrow, 83. Sunny and cold on Sunday, a high of only 53. That's a big drop right there. Monday, 55. Then we get to 60 and 70 middle of next week till our next cold front hits on Thursday, doing this all over again, plunging the temperatures.
Ooh, all right, up and down. It's just a roller coaster. All right, thank you, Adam. So now let's talk about Becky Hammond, right? She's going to the WNBA in Las Vegas, and you heard Derek White talking about it today.
That's right, and we thought she might get an NBA coaching job before she would get a WNBA one, but she is making the journey back to the WNBA, this time as a head coach. When we come back, we'll talk about where she's going and which team she'll be leading. Plus, Spurs about to start a 7-game road trip tonight in Memphis. Got a preview for that as well. Next.
Supporting you, always there for you, knowing that you have her on your side and she's going to be there for you. So, that always goes a long way in this game, and so we're thankful for all that she's done.
It might not be in the NBA like we all expected, but Becky Hammond got a well-earned head coaching job next season in big board sports. Reports say that longtime Spurs assistant coach Becky Hammond is returning to the WNBA to become head coach of the Las Vegas Aces. The Athletic's Shams Sharina broke the news around 11 p.m. San Antonio time last night. Hammond is set to receive a record-setting 5-year contract that will make her the highest-paid coach in the WNBA, and she will also function as the team's general manager, per multiple reports. Hammond was a 6-time All-Star as a player, and she has been on the Spurs coaching staff since 2014. She recently had her number 25 jersey retired by the Aces, which were formerly the San Antonio Silver Stars, until they moved to Vegas in 2017. Reports also indicate that Hammond plans to finish this NBA season with the Spurs. At shoot-around this morning, Spurs guard Derek White gave his thoughts.
Just super happy for her. She's done a lot because I've been in the league, just helping me, pulling me to the side, telling me little things I can work on. Even off the court, just being so nice and supportive. So obviously wish her the best, and I'm super thankful to have her as a coach for my first 5 years.
Now, after a tough loss to the Jazz on Monday, the Spurs finally hit the road to take on the Memphis Grizzlies in the first of a back-to-back. Memphis has won 3 straight games, including victories over the Suns and Lakers. San Antonio expected to see more out of Keldon Johnson this season, and so far, he has delivered, averaging a career-high 15.3 points and 6.6 assists per game. Derek White is thrilled to see Johnson's hard work pay off.
Doing it amazing right now. Confident. He worked hard in the offseason. Stayed confident when it didn't really start off great, but every time he shoots, I expect it to go in. So that's just the type of work he put in, and I'm happy that it's paying off for him.
Spurs and Grizz tip off tonight at 7 p.m. We'll have highlights on the night beat. And this is a huge start to the road trip. This is 7 straight games on the road. Need to get things off to a good start because they got Grizzlies tonight and then the Detroit Pistons tomorrow. So good opportunity here.
Fingers crossed. All right.
You got it.
We'll be right back after this.
A windy weekend with big changes. Sunny and warm on Saturday, 83. By Sunday morning, we're down to freezing. Our first official freeze likely Sunday morning. 53 the high temperature Sunday afternoon with a gusty north wind. Monday morning, get ready for the chill in the 20s. We'll be back right after World News Now.
We'll see you at 6.